my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a get ready with me as always, but we are going to be reviewing some new products because I did go out and purchase a couple items from Juvia's place just to kind of review them and go over them. And as you guys can see, I am starting to post a little bit more. I'm trying to get back into my content creator bag. As I told y'all, it's a lot of money out here to be made and I want a cut. Period. So we can go ahead and get started. New here, then you guys know I love to kind of go in and just set my brows because I am oily. If you guys have not seen my recent little reel posting, I did post like the blotting powder that I will be using going forward because yeah, your girl is very oily. But anyway, I like to kind of set that in place and then I go in with the pencil. Now recently I did use the NYX little brow pencil I have and it was okay. I just maybe felt like I need to go down a shade. Now that my lighting and stuff is correct, I probably need to go down a shade, but in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to go ahead and use my pencil that I normally use to fill in my brows. You have your brows filled in, which I think I may or may not have filled them in a little bit too dark, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see if I can pull it together. You're gonna use a little bit of concealer. In my personal opinion, I prefer a liquid concealer. Under my eye, I try to do a cream, but under my brows, I like liquid because it's easier to blend out, and 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be doing some type of shadow, so it kind of also serves as a eyeshadow base for me. Not something that you necessarily have to do, but for me, this is what works. So now that we finished our brows, we're going to move on to eyeshadow. And as you guys know, Juvia's Place is actually one of my favorites to go and get eyeshadow from, right along with ColourPop. But today, this is all about Juvia's. So I actually picked up this palette because I know that based on the comments, we have a lot of beginners, people who are just now getting into makeup, you know, and they don't know where to begin. Now, before I've recommended the Warrior palette, which the Warrior palette has 9 eyeshadows, but this one has a lot more and it's like a variety of different browns and stuff like that. So again, I'll either do the Warrior or this palette right here. This palette I picked up for $20 at Ulta. I actually went into Ulta. Y'all know I don't do Ulta shopping. So the fact that I went in there and picked it up, I absolutely wanted to try it. The browns are what caught my eye. I love the different variety of them, and then also the shimmers and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and do a look with this today. Out with this brown right here. Y'all know I really like to use colors that I feel can be like transition colors prior to me going in with my darker colors. So I'm going to start there. I have a bigger, fluffier brush that I'm using to kind of just blend this out. I feel like my brows are like really dark today, but that's okay. That's fine. It'll be all right. It'll be just fine. So I'm going to go in, like I said, just blending that out. Not really focusing on, you know, precision at this point. Just focusing on getting me a nice little base shadow. That's it. Move in with this shade right here, which is a little bit of a deeper brown. You guys know I like to build my browns and stuff up. I moved on to like more of a smaller brush, and then with this color I just kind of do the same thing, but because it's smaller, it covers, I don't know, like the area in my crease. Hopefully this is making sense. Y'all know I don't know how to explain things, so yeah. And then I try to hold it a little bit closer to the edge, because you know when you hold your brushes here, it's the harder blend, but when you hold your brushes closer to the edge, it's a more natural, softer blend. So that's what I'm trying to do now. Go ahead and end off our browns here, and this one right here I'm going to keep on the outer edge, just to kind of deepen up that edge, because y'all know I love me a good deep edge. So I'm just going to keep that right here. Not going to go past that, probably like past the arch in my brow. That's kind of where I like my shadows, right here. And I just like to kind of keep digging it until it's blended. This brush was probably a little bit too big. I probably should have used a smaller one. So you kind of start out with like large, then you go down to medium, and then you go down to small. So I probably should have used a smaller one, but this is, you know, we're gonna make it work. It's fine. Sometimes I like to close my eye and just hit right here on the corners a little bit. And then normally I would do a cut crease, but today I'm not getting ready to do a cut crease. So we're gonna work with one of these shimmers. I just have to figure out which shimmer we're gonna work. Which color I wanna go with. It's between this one, and this one. I'm thinking maybe this one, and then maybe that color in the inner corner. Let's do that and see how it works out. So we're gonna just, I like to just, you know, kind of move it around on the palette, and that's it. And then I begin to lightly tap on my lid, and I like to kind of over, I don't know, like my crease. Y'all see where my crease is? Like you see the little crease here? I like to kind of bring the eyeshadow up over it just a smidget, because I think that in my mind it kind of makes it appear as if my eyelids are bigger than what they are. So that's what I like to do. And then this is like super soft, so I'm glad I picked up this palette, because I have a conference coming up, and so the fact that this is really, really, really soft. Y'all see how soft it is? My goodness. The fact that it's so soft will be great for a business conference, or again, if you're just kind of starting out with makeup, it's kind of hard to make any mistakes when the eyeshadow is like super soft like this, if that makes sense. Take that other color I showed you, the light one. I said I was gonna put it on my inner corner, but a part of me kind of wants to just lightly lay it on top right here where that light reflects, just to kind of give it more of a little bit of a pop. So just right here, you know how the light hits it, and it just makes it like a little bit more shimmery than what it is. That's kind of where I want to place it. So I'm just gonna put it there, and I kind of want to go in with like a little bit more of a shimmer, but this is supposed to be a simple look, so we're gonna just stop, I think. And just to kind of like smoke out my edges, I'm gonna go back in with that last dark shade that we used, and I'm just going to lightly touch the edge over here. And as you guys can see, this edge is completely different than that one. For me personally, it does not have to be your thing, but I kind of like my edges to be a little bit deeper. I think it kind of, I don't know, in my mind it makes it look like I have that smoky eye, although I really don't have a smoky eye. Don't worry about it. To me, it just works for me. I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. primer. Now, normally I will use the green one. I believe it's green or maybe like a blue, whatever. But my friend told me to use this one. I can't tell the difference. Y'all know I never can. I can never tell the difference between them. But both of them are really good. Oh my gosh, did that waste on my shirt? Okay, it didn't. Okay, we're good. I do want to kind of go in and just maybe just add just like a tinge of sparkle to my eyes, because they are really dull. I mean, listen, the clean girl makeup, the no makeup look is in. So I get it. We should probably stop here. But baby, I was just talking to my friend about that. I'm still kind of in like the 2016 era of let's go all out in our makeup. I don't know. So I'm going to let this dry down just a little bit. I normally let it sit. The bottle says like 30 seconds. I do like 30 to 45-ish before I go in and start applying my foundation. Juvia's Place palette over here. This one is the Taupes palette. I'm going to try like this little light shade in there. Again, I just need like just a little tinge of just a, oh, that did it. That did it. I know y'all probably think it's like super subtle, but just the way that light is hitting on this, oh my gosh, I just needed just a little bit more pop. That's all I needed. Not too much, not nothing crazy, because we still want to keep it simple for you guys, you know. But I love just like a good little, and it's just right there where the light kind of beams down on it. That's just where I needed it. Okay, so now our primer has become very tacky, so it's ready to grip that foundation. I'm going in with the shade Iguacu, something like that, from NARS. I used to think that my shade was a New Caledonia, but girl, it's not. It's not New Caledonia, girl. Don't be afraid to come down on shades either. I'm going to show you guys the Juvia's Place powder foundation as well, because if you guys know anything, y'all know I was not a fan of the clay or Amazonian clay, whatever clay they put out in there. The first, the I Am Magic, baby, that was the only beef that I had with Juvia's, and y'all tore me down. Y'all tore me down in those comments about having beef about that foundation. But listen, I don't care what none of y'all say. I have another friend who is so much lighter than me. She tried it and didn't damn like it, okay? That foundation in particular was not my shit. I don't care. I don't care. But this one that I got, the powder foundation, I used it yesterday and I got so many compliments when I went out. This lady, she just kept staring at me, and then she walked up to me. She was like, "You're so pretty." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you so much," you know? So again, I absolutely love the powder foundation. We'll get to that in a second. But baby, that clay foundation, I don't care how many times you guys try to tell me it's the shit. It was not. It was not. That was a miss, okay? And it's okay. They missed the mark on that one. Out with the shade Cafe once again from NARS. This just kind of helps to get rid of my under eye bags. Y'all know how y'all like color correct? Well, I guess this is like the new thing for color correcting. And like I told y'all the last time in the last video, NARS does really well at telling you which shade or which concealer to go with. If you tell them, or if you find your shade on their website, it does really good with that. So I just kind of like to blend this out. For me, I prefer to use the cream. Like if I have to use a liquid, I will. I have no problem with that. Like I told y'all, I really love the Thread Beauty, but for me, I prefer to use a cream, because the same way that y'all kind of wait for your liquid to kind of dry down, I feel like I'm super impatient, and the cream just kind of allows me to go in, do what I gotta do, and go on about my way. So that's what I do. Look up just to make sure I get into all of those cracks, whatever. Highlight, I go in with the NARS again. This one is in the shade Chocolate, and I highlight in any place that I just want just a little bit extra razzle dazzle, you know? So that's what I do. And then we'll go ahead and blend that out. Set, I'm gonna go in with my Laura Mercier setting powder, and I'm just going to set all under my eye, Anywhere that I apply my highlight is basically where we are now going into set. And I think I'm gonna bake prior to me applying my the rest of my face. I don't know, we'll see. But I think that's the direction I'm going into. Don't ask me why, but I think it's the direction that I'm going into today. Oh, I'm gonna take some baking powder from Makeup Revolution. Y'all know this is my shit. And I take it in the shade Lace. And then I just kind of apply it anywhere, once again, that I highlighted before I go in and bronze, contour, any of that. Now, this is the first time that I'm doing this. So if it don't come out right, baby, this was trial and error. If it don't come out right, let's just say that, okay? But I like to take a generous amount and then just kind of, you know, bake. I've seen people, well, I can't even say I've seen people. I normally do it the opposite way. Like I bake last, but I'm deciding to bake first just so I can make sure that all of the colors are correct. But girl, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. It sounds good though, right? It sounds good, okay. And then also something that I learned from somebody else is to kind of take your baking powder kind of up here to your inner corner just to make sure it like blends well. So, but yeah, this is what I'm doing. Highlighting any area that baking any area that I highlighted. Okay, then I'm going to take my face powder. This is from Fenty. It's in the shade 480. I'm going to use this to, I guess, bronze / contour. Now, I've never done this before. This is my first time ever doing this. So everything that you guys see on camera right now is trial and error. Trial and error. You know, let's just see what works, what doesn't work, and go from there. I'm applying it a little bit higher than my cheekbone because I got to blend out downwards anyway, and I still want to make sure that this is, you know, still highlighted very well. So I'm using this as my bronzer because it looks like it's going to be a good bronzer shade. But the problem is, what I've been finding is that when it comes to bronzers, I'll show you guys, they are for darker women. They go like into like the black area, and it's like, damn, I know I'm chocolate, but bitch, I'm not chocolate, you know? So it's like, can we get an in-between shade for us brown skin women? I love that you guys are inclusive, but you kind of do a hop skip from butterscotch right on into deep dark chocolate. Like, damn, you know? So that's what I'm finding, and that's what I'm having a hard time with lately. But yeah, I'm just going to apply all of that. And we're going to call it a day. I'm going to try to blend that in over there. But I think I pulled down my lace wig a little bit too far. But that's okay. It's fine. Whatever. I keep telling you, I've been having to do like different tips and tricks and shit. And I've been doing this for a while. That's why I have so many makeup products. It's not like I went out and bought something new. This is why. Anyway, this right here is Fenty again. This is in the shade 450. And I'm going to apply this right under my, my contour, just to kind of help give me like a little bit of a pop. You will carve out my cheekbones just a little bit. Child, that's what we're gonna do. Like so, like that, you know. Okay. I'm probably gonna add just like a little bit to my forehead. Just like a little, just to kind of get that together. Then I went ahead and I purchased the Juvia's Place Volume 1 makeup palette. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. Online, this looked a lot deeper than what it is. But, girl, I used it yesterday and it was fire. So, it's okay. But I'm just going to mix the two shades. That's what I like to do. I like to mix the two shades and just add them right here. Just to kind of, you know, warm up their skin just a little bit. Or a lot of it, because y'all see me going in very heavy-handed. This is very pigmented, kind of like Beauty Bakery, so be very, very careful. I love that, you know, the products that were made by black women or black people in general are extremely pigmented. I love that for us. I love that for us. So we don't have to go like crazy. I think we're all just so used to having to like rub it in there and really go crazy in order to get color. So the fact that we don't have to do that, baby, I'm here for that. I'm here for it and I absolutely love it. Okay, let's go ahead and blend out our under eye. I feel like it's been sitting for a while. I'm going to go ahead and do my hair here in a second, but I just want to get all of this blended out first before it becomes too dry. Because I noticed it was getting like a little bit dry. My under eye was. It's like, oh, hold on, love. So we're just going to blend this out. And I know you guys are probably wondering, when the hell are you going to get to the Juvia's Place foundation powder? Baby, that is coming up next prior to me spraying my face. It's going to help me bring everything all in together. Okay. Get over here. Anywhere that I applied that powder, my lace powder to like highlight, I want to go in and just kind of, you know, blend it out, make sure it looks good. Even over here, I am going to bring that together with my Juvia's Place face powder here in a second. Oh, I use this. So I tap onto like very lightly onto the top and then just kind of use it to help blend out anywhere that's highlighted. So this is my Juvia's Place face powder. I got this in the shade Angola because, yeah. And at first yesterday I used it and I was like, oh my gosh, it's way too dark. But it's not. Honestly, I think as dark-skinned women, we are just so used to not having shades for us that when we finally do get shades for us, we like, oh my gosh, it's super dark because all of the shades that we use are so light. But in reality, this was so perfect. Even when I went outside, I was like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. But I'm using this also over here on the corners just to kind of blend up that highlight that I had over there and bring it all in together. So you're still highlighted, but it's not super crazy. Okay, now let's go in and spray, and then I'm going to go comb my hair and then I'll be back. So I'm going to just spray it. Ooh. And then I'm going to let that dry. I'm go comb my hair and then I'll come back and we'll do our lip combo because I also got some more Juvia's Place for the lip combo. Okay, so I just flat iron my hair. It's probably about to frizz back up because it's so hot. Jesus. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my lips. My face is actually breaking out. Like I got like a pimple here and I got like a pimple here. It's because my face is not used to this makeup. Nah, I'm kidding. I haven't been cleansing my face the way that I should, so here we are. But anyway, I'm gonna start out with the Maybelline in the shade Protector. And we're just gonna line our lips here. Give us a nice little brown. I'm using like the edge, or like I'm turning it to the side in order to use it. So then I'm gonna go in with Juvia's Place in the shade Cookie Butter. I just got this one yesterday too, but I absolutely love this one. Like, I feel like it's a nice little transition between the brown, and then I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Revolution because y'all know I like that one. The Makeup Revolution in the shade Candy, but I love this. You know what else I like? I love that when I go into Ulta, it's been my first time there in like some time, but I love the fact that when I walked into Ulta, this shade was actually showcased on a darker skinned woman. Like, it just makes finding your shade easier when they, you know, broadcast it on a darker skinned woman. So you're like, okay, so that shade may look good on me, or this is how it's gonna look. Like, it just Juvia's, you're doing your big one. Okay, you're doing your big one and I'm here for it. And just to add kind of like that little ombre effect, I'm going in with my Makeup Revolution, and this is in the shade Candy, right here in the center, kind of, sort of. Yep. Yep. Here we are. This is the finished look. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. So overall, my final thoughts of today's look, I'm actually in love with it. I think it's super simple, super soft, you know, definitely going to give me the easy eyeshadow for when I need to go to a conference. I actually have a conference coming up this month and I'm going to have to stay at the hotel. So that's going to definitely be in my bag to put on, okay, because the shades are just super simple. I've always loved Juvia's eyeshadow. Now when it comes to the powder, that face foundation, I absolutely likes it. I like it. I know you guys are probably gonna try to tussle and fight with me in the comments about, oh my goodness, Juvia's has always had bomb products. Absolutely, they have always had bomb products. Am I late to every party? Absolutely, but that's not the point. The point is I'm here now, okay? I'm on the bandwagon now. All right, that's all that matters. I am here now today. All right, so let's just move forward. The lip gloss from them, oh my goodness, girl, couldn't ask for anything better. And then like I said, that face powder, like when I first used that face powder yesterday, I like was in complete shock. When I put it on, I was like, oh my gosh, it's too dark, it's too dark, it's too dark. I done got the wrong shade, it's too dark. But then when I went up, I looked like around my house. I went outside, like different lighting setups, and it was the correct shade. Even when I put oil on, because normally when I put oil onto like my skin, like my face becomes like a different color. So the fact that I had oil on and it was still the same color, I was like, girl, this is your shade. And then I sat down and I really thought about it and I said, you know, that's the problem. The problem is that we have not had a wide range of shades that are made for Black women, darker skinned Black women. Let me say that, for darker skinned Black women. So a lot of us are just walking around with the incorrect shade. So then when we do find our correct shade, it's like a culture shock, or like, no way, no way. Right? Because we've been walking around with the incorrect shade. Like I told y'all, NARS keeps matching me with damn New Caledonia. And I'm like, I don't think I'm New Caledonia. I don't think so. The Iguacu or Gaysu, I don't know how to pronounce it. This actually works a lot better for me than the New Caledonia. So I don't know why. Their system must be jacked up too. But anyway, I'm absolutely in love with it. Like I said, I look blended. Everything is good to go. And that cookie butter gloss, hunty, I'm going back for more. That was definitely the highlight of my day yesterday, because y'all know I really try to stay out of Ulta. I try to stay out of Sephora. So that was the highlight of my day, going into Ulta and seeing someone that looks like me actually advertising the lip gloss. Like, okay, boom, that's how that lip gloss is gonna look on me. This is how the color, because a lot of times I find myself not only, you know, choosing the incorrect shade, but also choosing the incorrect lip glosses, because I be thinking like, okay, maybe that's gonna work well. But again, great job to Juvia's. I know a lot of times we complain or we could critique about things that could be better, and so I'm just here to give Juvia's their props. That the whole line is absolutely amazing. Okay, from the lip gloss to the face, everything. Like, just, y'all got that one. Y'all ate that. Y'all ate that one little thing right there. Y'all ate that. Anyway, I gotta go, but I love you guys and I will see you guys next time.